U.S. military, installations, facilities, bases who are attacking us. We are under attack. Why don't you, recognize this fact?
It's not getting easier, and it actually feels like it's getting more difficult.
What's up, YouTube? Drill Sergeant here, and I promised you that my next video would be about the ridiculous woman who was a 3-time Trump voter and is mad because she's not getting let into the left side, or she's not been given grace by the people who have been hurt and killed, destroyed, lives destroyed, healthcare gone, people taken from the streets and put in concentration camps, shipped off to God knows where, and children being swept away from their parents and put into other concentration camps. And she's not been given the grace, because everybody should know now that she means well.
It's not getting easier, and it actually feels like it's getting more difficult because I'm gaining more empathy. And I don't think people really realize how counterintuitive the hate that I receive when you can take one look at my page and see that I am doing the work.
But I figured this may be more pertinent because I just got done making an entire series all weekend after the bombing of Iran about the idea of manufacturing consent and how your news media would be implicit in doing so. The idea was to use Israel to bomb Iran, make sure that Iran retaliated in a way that our people died.
There's thinking in and around the administration that the politics are a lot better if the Israelis go first and alone and the Iranians retaliate against us and give us more reason to take action.
And when our people die, our government, i.e. Donald Trump, the orange, almost dead pile of skin cells attached to a pee bag we call a president, would say, this is why we need to retaliate some more. This is why we have to go to war. And that would manufacture consent, and it looks like this.
For clarity, you said that your missiles cannot reach the United States by design, that you do not want to reach the United States, but you also said it would be necessary as a defensive vehicle that you could if necessary. So to be clear, are you committing that Iran is not and will not build missiles that would have the capability to reach the United States?
I can confirm, yes.
Sir, if that's a red line for you, why is attacking U.S. military bases abroad justified?
But because they are attacking us. They are U.S. military, installations, facilities, bases who are attacking us. We are under attack. Why don't you, recognize this fact? We are under the attack by U.S. forces in the region. So we have every right to defend ourselves. And how to defend ourselves? We attacked, the U.S. bases. This is obvious. This is a very simple fact. And I hope that, and I'm sure that people would understand that. We are not the one who attacked Americans. We are only defending ourselves.
Can you imagine being that incompetent at your job? Can you imagine asking a person that type of question after bombing them? They're on your station and your country bombed them. Can you imagine the gall it takes to ask a question like that to someone who you bombed with the indignity that was done? I can't. They do, though, because they're a propaganda arm of the state, and we should always remember that. On the other hand, this is the problem with being the side of evil. When you're on the evil empire, even if you don't like Iran, there is another way to get this done. There was a way Obama did it with treaties that worked. There's the way through the UN, which we no longer are a part of. But when you are now the evil empire, the unintended consequence, which the media should know and be talking about, is what you see here. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. While the bombs are still dropping, the blood is still being shed, I think all humans deserve to live. I don't care if they're Israeli or Iran. But one thing that I can't help, and no one can, is the response to an evil empire by a world who you have torn away all empathy. This will be our legacy until we impeach this man. And Israel, your leaders did this to you. All of this. They did this to you. No one else did. Our media will never admit that, and they will be implicit in the manufacturing of consent. I don't give my consent. Are we clear? Good. I'll be back to my FAFO stuff tomorrow because I cannot beat this dead horse anymore. But it's imperative that you understand what you're watching and why we ask you to watch independent media. Thank you for your listening to this PSA. The time to fight is now. Oh, on the 7th of March, Cliff Cash is holding something in DC again, I believe. What I'll do is I'll play what he put here because I don't want to misstate anything.
This is my message to the media. First of all, what you need to know is that I'm a nobody. Unfortunately for you, there are tens of millions of nobodies. If you will not report on these protests, we will bring it to your fucking door.
Our Congress is standing outside the White House doing nothing. And unless we fill the streets, we are standing outside doing nothing. And I will not do nothing.
If you think that you are going to topple one of the oldest democracies on planet Earth, the shining city on the hill, then you're fucking wrong, and we're about to show you.
I just found out about it. But as a member of the Removal Coalition, which is him and Jessica Dentz's doing, I figured that you need to know about that, at least today. It's the second, but doing the best I can. The time to fight is now.
Hey, yeah, you. Before you click away to watch someone unbox a tactical toothbrush, let's talk about something real. Political Drain isn't just another content mill. We're a digital front in a very real war. Not with bullets, but with ideas, with action, and with solidarity. We pair urgent news with critical education. And we build community around actual resistance, not the hashtag kind. The kind that moves. But here's the thing. None of this is free. It isn't. Behind every video is time, labor, research, and some weird guy asking if we're going to pay the hosting bill. And yeah, some of that money goes to things we can't necessarily say out loud. If you know, you know. Let's just say our special ops aren't Call of Duty LARPers. They're people making real moves to protect, uplift, and organize. You're not just funding a channel. You're funding a resistance network in a world where capital still calls the shots. Unfortunately, in a system built on artificial scarcity, even mutual aid has a price tag. And if we want to grow, if we want to win, we need your help. We need your help. So if you've got even a few bucks to spare, toss it our way. It's not for ads. It's not for merch drops, but for people making moves in the shadows so others can do it in the light. It's just us and you. So fund the mission, fund the fight, fund the future, because nobody's coming to save us. We save each other. That's how this works.